That's it. Today's video, I will be playing on the Asia server. I am sick and tired of seeing people crawl into my comment section whenever I make a video, whether it's talking about doing good average damage, this or that, and then every single comment is the exact same from the Asia server players. Ooh, Asia server's so much harder to play on. You couldn't average the same damage on Asia. Oh, you can't win games on Asia. It's impossible. NA, easy farming. Well, you know what? I put that to the test. I made an announcement earlier today on my clan's server asking if any players that have an Asia account don't care about me playing on it and trying to see what I can average. So that's exactly what I've done here. Just in case you try to argue that, oh, I'm in the noob matchmaker. Well, this account has 11,782 battles. So A, it's not in the noob matchmaker. If we make our way over to Blitzstars right now, I have played 15 battles on the account. I'm going 80% win rate solo with 3,415 damage. And I should mention this while I'm playing on about 200 to 300 ping on average. So, it looks like it's just the same average damage as I go on my NA account. Crazy how that works. In fact, I'd be willing to say that as of right now, it would probably be easier to deal damage on Asia, judging that, as I said, I'm playing with a massive amount of ping. I should also mention that I've been up for the past 18 hours, so I don't really know what to say. We are going to play in the M6 show, just for 2 games, just so you can get a feel of the lag I'm dealing with, and as well so we can see how the vehicle does. We're going to be running the double shot because why not, and we're going to see what we can do to finish off 2 battles here. I just realized that my face was gone. There you go. Also, these stats don't really matter because those are from my NA account. So, yeah, let's see what we can do. Now, just in case you don't believe this is the Asia server, you can obviously fact check this account, and you can also very easily just see my ping in the bottom corner. So, let's see what we can do. Up against us, we got a Caro, a Bosch Ation, an E50M, and a Sheridan and a Progetto. They have no heavies. They have a single T57 heavy. I'm not really sure what to say. That's just classic matchmaker moment there. Okay, you can see that, yeah, it's about a second of delay from when I turn. You can see the arrows and when the vehicle actually turns. It's a little annoying, I'm not gonna lie. It does cause me to miss some shots here and there that I normally wouldn't miss, but we'll see what we can do. We got an E50M in front, we got a Sheridan all the way wide, not able to do too much to that yet. And, let's see, E50 is just kind of chilling there. The only tank that kind of scares me is obviously the FE2 and 5B 183. That is by far the most dangerous tank on the enemy team. Let's see, is that Sheridan gonna poke? He was poking it earlier, wouldn't surprise me if he poked it again. Let's see, is he gonna poke it? Well, we got the Caro down low, got the Prog, and, I mean, the Caro doesn't really scare me. Neither does the Prog, to be honest. Ow. I mean, their team's already getting cleared, so we can just kind of chill here. I don't know where the 183 is. That's the big threat right now. It's nothing else. There you go. We now know where the FE2 and 5B 183 is. Alright, well, I'm not surprised. There you go. We got 1 shell into the enemy Caro. Not able to get the second one out. We're just going to reload. Honestly, I don't know if we're going to be able to deal that much damage in this game. There's just not much to do here. They got a 183 in the back. And, yeah, I mean, we should be able to bonk the 57 heavy, though. We've got a Caro in our spawn, and I'm just going to maneuver my way right to his rear. And 1, and 2. But, looks like the enemy Sheridan has maneuvered wide, and did shoot me. So he bled a bit of health, but that's alright. 57 heavy died for it, so that's an absolute dub. We got 2 tanks dead on the enemy team, both of which are tier 10s. We got the 183 in the back, and doesn't look like I'm able to hit the 183 just yet. But that's okay. We got the Prog in front. There's 1 shell into the Prog. Oh, we tracked him as well. Nice. You can see, again, the delay, it does make it a little bit challenging to aim on weak spots. Not really sure why our full health Sheridan is playing like such a wimp, but I can't really get too mad. We're still alive. We've done some damage at this point. All that I really care about is that 183, but I doubt I'm going to be able to get any damage into his tank. I mean, the enemy team's already dead. I don't see an awful team here. No siree. I see a pretty average team. This is pretty similar to what you'd find on NA or, honestly, any server at that. Got the enemy Karo, drives in front of me, a little bit of delay, but we still got the shell off. And we're going to maneuver our way on up. We got the 183 right in front of us, and I'm kind of hoping that I can get just a little bit more damage out. There you go, we get the clear on the 183, tilt our turret up, and I don't know exactly how much damage we did, but I can say that it was a pretty easy win that put in very little effort. So, not too much of a complaint. We did 2,900 damage, pretty standard to be completely honest, and top on the team. Oh boy, what a challenging server to play on. Alright, let's do one more battle. Hey, maybe I'll get a really unlucky team where the enemy absolutely bodies me and I do awful. But even if that does happen, I have played, at this point, 16 battles. And I've gone over 80% win rate with over 3,400 damage. So I don't know what else you want me to say. I guarantee that there will be excuses. Oh, you didn't play enough battles. Oh, you played good tanks, and therefore it doesn't count. Honestly, I don't really care. I mean, I just don't. Like, I replied to one of the comments that was, like, one of the most liked, and I basically said, like, making excuses for why you're doing bad is the bottom of the barrel of lameness. I mean, it's just lame. Like, it doesn't matter what server you play on, you can do well. And you can clearly see that right now. I mean, I'm doing pretty well, and I've got 300 ping. So what's the excuse if you're not on 300 ping? And I just don't know what to say. So we get a shell into the enemy 2 on 5B. Mineral. Like, that was actually a mineral. But still got a pen, so not too bad. We're going to reload our clip. We have an advantage on medium side and a disadvantage on heavy side. Well, we actually have a disadvantage on both sides. We have a AFK Conway. We can see the Leopard off to the side. We're just reloading our clip as of right now. I did not see the enemy E100 crossing, so wouldn't surprise me to see him camping somewhere in the back. Hello? No, not seen him here. Got the 907, and there you go. Easy shell into the 907, finishing him off. Got the 2 and 5B in front, and oh, we also got the E100. Alright. Well, let's see if the E100 pokes me. Bonk. There you go, we track him. Deal 479 damage, and we back up before he's able to do anything to me. With that tracking, we were also able to assist 713 by getting the E100 double bonked by my teammate. So we reload again. 5 more seconds, we'll have 2 shells ready. 2 and 5Bs on the side, and let's see. Let's, well, kind of hoping we can get some bonks. E100 appears like he's going to roll off to my side. Is he smart enough to HE me? Well, that's just a question we'll have to find out. I don't really care, to be completely real. I'm just going to push to the side of the U100, and we're going to see if we can get some damage into his tank. There's one shell. Nice 514. Both of them miss. Oh, yeah. Really challenging server, you know? I've put in a lot of effort this game, and oof, we're going to win again. Oh, man. I mean, again, we're not going to deal an insane amount of damage. We got a 183 who's absolutely bonking these guys, but I don't care. It's a win. Wins are a win. So, yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I tried to face hug this guy so we could get some extra damage out, but the 183 was still able to nuke him for 1,300. Alright, well, another easy win. We got the Leopard off to the side, we got the Object 84. I doubt we're gonna be able to get too much more out, but, yeah, it's really challenging stuff, you know? I have to drive, oh no. Bro, this 183 is just... This dude, this might be the best 183 player in the game. Man just literally obliterated everything. Got the first shell, and... Oh, well, that shell wouldn't have hit anyway. I gotta give our 183 props. Dude literally hit, like, just every shot. Like, to be fair, the enemy was making bad pokes in certain areas, but, like... Dude literally just nuked everything. I was kind of hoping we could get a little bit more out, but, I mean, we really didn't. Either way, I don't think I need to say much else, guys. I really don't. I mean, so far, to what I've seen, playing on Asia really just doesn't seem to be that challenging. And if you don't believe these are my battles, you can see right now that the Yo is added to our tally. Still averaging 3,300 damage with all these battles together, and an 82.35% win rate. Some of you might comment that 17 battles isn't enough conclusive evidence to get an idea of how an entire server plays, and I fully agree. I am not here to say how the entire of Asia plays at any given time. But what I can say is that I can very easily average over 3,000 damage on the server and get a decent chunk of wins. Most likely my win rate would drop probably down to mid-70s the more battles I play, as 80% is an unrealistic number to try and achieve on any server you play on. But come on, guys, if you're seriously going to come into the comment section and complain and say, oh, it's impossible to do well on the Asia server because of the fact that this or that, you're just wrong. You need to realize that every server has skilled players and people that don't want to put in the effort, and making excuses to why you might struggle just doesn't make sense. To be completely honest, I'm sick and tired of seeing people use their servers as an excuse for their own skill. It just makes no sense. I have played on the Asia server, I have played on the EU server, I have played on the NA server, and I've played on the RU server. All of which I've messed around with press accounts and Wargaming have given me them, which are not part of the Noob Matchmaker, and some of those accounts I've messed with are friends' accounts, which also aren't in the Noob MM. I have averaged similar damage across all the accounts. In fact, the highest average damage I was able to achieve was on the EU server, which is quite ironic, because a lot of the EU players say it's much easier to do damage on NA. I'm going to finish off today's video with 2 closing remarks. First of all, if you are sitting below a 60% win rate on any server you play on and you're using it as an excuse to why your average damage and win rate are lower than other people's, you're wrong. We can see the Asia server alone has at least 100 people that are sitting over 70% win rate in the last 30 days in Tier 10. And I guarantee if we were to continue looking at this list, there's at least 1,000 people that are probably sitting within the 60 to 70% range. So why is it that you're not able to achieve these numbers? Clearly, there is skill to be achieved, and these players are able to do that. So that already defeats any argument said there alone. And you know what? I'm going to pull out an Uno reverse card. We're going to flip the table here. Instead of me going to your desired server and playing there with worse ping and this and that, how about you play on the NA server? If NA is so much easier to deal damage on, I have an alt account. And that alt account is over 5,000 battles, not part of the Noob Matchmaker, and it has tier 10s that are fully equipped. Quite good tier 10s, the 777, Concept 1B, Object 907. It's quite a strong account. So, I ask any Super Unicum players who are averaging over 3,000 damage and 70% win rate on your current server to come over to NA. DM me. Let's see how you do, and we can compare your stats on both servers. Because honestly, I'm interested to see. Put your money where your mouth is. At the end of the day, I might sound a little bit ornery, but to be fair, I am. It's currently 10:40 in the morning. I have been up since yesterday. I've literally been up like the entire day. So I'm a bit cranky. I haven't had too much food. But I think what I've said here stands still. And I don't really want to touch upon this topic all too much more. I know other people will, but I just don't think there's much more to talk about when it comes to the servers. However, if somebody does want to take me up on that offer, I am more than willing to make a video on it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.